Good morning everyone. In this video, we are going to cover the current affairs. For mobile optimized ebooks, please install GK Today Academy app. You can attempt the quiz in this app and you can read detailed explanation. For regular updates, please join our Telegram channel. The link is given in the description box. We have started a new channel, Civils Academy. You can subscribe to it if you find it relevant. For hard copy books, you can visit our website gktbooks.com. Now let's start. So the first question is, Third Arctic Science Ministerial was jointly organized by which two countries? So it was jointly organized by Iceland and Japan. And India recently participated in this third ASM, that is Arctic Science Ministerial. So it was third such ministerial meeting. The first such ministerial meeting or ASM-1 held in USA in 2016 and the second ASM held in Germany in 2018. Recently, third ASM was organized and it was organized by Japan and Iceland. Please note that this is first ASM meeting that was organized in Asia. Please note that for Arctic region, we have Arctic Council. So these countries are the members of Arctic Council. The Arctic Council was formed in 1996 and it was formed through Ottawa Declaration. The headquarters of this Arctic Council is in Norway. So the member countries of Arctic Council are Russia, Norway, Finland and Sweden, Iceland, Denmark, Canada and USA. So total 8 countries are the member of this Arctic Council. Now please note that India is not a member of this Arctic Council, but India is an observer. So India has the observer status since 2013. Since India is an observer, that means we do not have voting rights in this council. Along with India, 12 other countries are the observer, including Japan and China. Now, in this third ASM, from Indian side, Dr. Harshvardhan participated in it. And the theme for this year's ASM was Knowledge for a Sustainable Arctic. Now, one more thing, that India has a permanent research station in the Arctic region and it is called Himadri. Next question is, River Severn, which was in news recently, is situated in which country? So, it is a river of UK. UK stands for United Kingdom. And this river is special because of the fact that it is a breeding ground for white shad. It is a variety of fish and it is one of the rarest fish of UK. Recently, UK was also in news because of India-UK bilateral summit, and during that summit it was announced that both countries are going to make efforts to make our bilateral trade double by 2030. UK was also in news because of COP26. It was also in news because of CPTPP, that is Trans-Pacific Partnership. UK was also in news because of Bitcoin. It was also in news because of driverless car, as it became the first country to approve driverless cars. Recently, UK was also in news as it proposed D10 group. So it is a group of 10 democracies. India is also a part of this proposed group. UK was also in news because of Five Eyes Alliance. UK is also a member of G7 group. Next question is, which is the only aircraft carrier that is operated in our country? So the name of this aircraft carrier is INS Vikramaditya. So this is the flagship aircraft carrier of Indian Navy and we got this aircraft carrier from Russia. Recently Russia was in news because of 2+2 dialogue, as India decided to have a 2+2 dialogue with Russia. So Russia is going to be the first non-Quad country with which we will have such dialogue. Quad is quadrilateral security dialogue. Now recently Bangladesh was also in news because of this Quad. Actually, there were media reports that Bangladesh is planning to be associated with Quad and that's why China was not happy with it. Recently, Russia was also in news because of Sputnik V vaccine. It was also in news as it decided that it will have its own space station by 2030. Right now, we have ISS, that is International Space Station. Answer in comment box. It is a collaboration of how many space agencies? Next question is, which bank launched EVA chatbot on Common Services Center Digital Seva portal to support the village level entrepreneurs? So in simplest term, this is a chatbot and this has been launched to support the village level entrepreneurs and it has been launched by SDFC Bank. Please note that SDFC, SBI and ICICI Bank, these three are DSIB, that is Domestic Systemically Important Bank, and the status is given by RBI. RBI is Reserve Bank of India. Present RBI governor is Mr. Shaktikant Das. RBI governor is also the head of MPC, that is Monetary Policy Committee. It is a 6-member committee, out of which 3 are appointed by Government of India and rest 3 are from Reserve Bank of India. This MPC is responsible for the maintenance of inflation level. What is inflation? It is price rise. Answer in comment box, what is the meaning of term stagflation? Recently, RBI was also in news because of RRA, that is Regulatory Review Authority 2.0, and recently an advisory group has been constituted to assist this RRA. And who is the chairperson of this advisory group? The chairperson is MD of SBI Bank, S. Janaki Raman. Next question is Long March 5B, whose debris landed in the Indian Ocean, is the launch vehicle of which country? So it is the launch vehicle of China. Recently, this was launched from China's space station Tiangong. Recently, China was also in news because of SCRI. What is SCRI? It is Supply Chain Resilient Initiative. So it is an initiative by 3 countries, that is India, Japan and Australia. So these 3 countries have formed this Supply Chain Resilience Initiative to reduce the dominance of China in the supply chain and to reduce the dependency on China. Recently, China was also in news because it decided to put limits on the bilateral trade with Australia. Next question is, the report titled Conflict and Conservation is released by which organization? So this was released by IUCN. What is IUCN? It is International Union for Conservation of Nature. So the headquarters of this organization is in Gland and it is in Switzerland. Recently, this was in news because it released this report, Conflict and Conservation. IUCN published list of threatened species, and this is red list. So examiner may ask you that the red list of species is issued by which organization? It is IUCN. Next question is, which institution has set up 12-member National Task Force to enhance the public health response to the pandemic? So this has been done by Apex Court. Apex Court is Supreme Court of India. Present Supreme Court Chief Justice is Justice N.V. Ramanna. Recently, Supreme Court was also in news because of Maratha verdict. So it was related to Maratha reservation. Supreme Court was also in news because of HIRA of West Bengal. What is HIRA? It is Housing Industry Regulation Act. So this was related to RERA of central government. We have already covered it in our previous lecture. So what is RERA? It is Real Estate Regulation and Development Act. Recently, West Bengal was also in news as Mamata Banerjee took oath as the Chief Minister of West Bengal. Answer in comment box, who is the longest serving women Chief Minister? And she was the Chief Minister of which state or Union Territory? Next question is, on which day the International Nurses Day is observed every year? So this is observed on 12th of May, and it is observed because of the birth anniversary of nurse Florence Nightingale. ICN, that is International Council of Nurses, observe International Nursing Day on 12th of May. And the theme of 2021 is Nurses, a Voice to Lead, a Vision for Future Healthcare. Apart from that, on 11th of May, National Technology Day was celebrated because we conducted nuclear test on 11th of May in 1998. Therefore, the first such National Technology Day was celebrated in 1999. And the theme of this year's National Technology Day was Science and Technology for a Sustainable Future. Next question is, which Indian city won 32nd rank in the Global Prime Residential Index? So, New Delhi is on 32nd position as per this Global Prime Residential Index. And this has been released by Knight Frank. This is a consultancy group and it is a London-based consultancy group. As per this index, New Delhi is on 32nd position and Mumbai is on 36th position. As per this index, Chinese city Shenzhen, or however they pronounce it, is on top position. So this is a city of China. So these were the most important questions. Now we are going to cover important news events. So first is Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited, that is BPCL. So recently BPCL was in news as PESB selected Arun Kumar Singh as the next chairperson and MD of BPCL. What is BPCL? It is Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited. What is PESB? It is Public Enterprises Selection Board. Next is National Asset Reconstruction Company. So recently it was in news because Padam Kumar Nair has been appointed as the next CEO of this National Asset Reconstruction Company. Next is KR Gori Amma. So first and foremost thing is that she was from Kerala and she passed away recently. She was the last surviving member of first Kerala government. Next is BRI, that is Belt and Road Initiative. So this initiative is related to China and recently to counter it, India and European Union, that is EU, announced a connectivity partnership in Africa, Central Asia and in Indo-Pacific to provide an alternative to this China's BRI initiative. And last news is related to our neighbor Nepal. So Nepal was in news because the Prime Minister of Nepal, KP Sharma Oli, lost the majority. That means he lost the vote of confidence in the House of Representatives. Now one question of polity. Can no confidence motion be passed in Rajya Sabha? I'm talking about Indian context. Recently Nepal was also in news because of Kami Rita Sherpa. So Kami Rita Sherpa was in news as Kami Rita Sherpa of Nepal climbed Mount Everest for the 25th time. You just need to remember the name of person and why the person was in news, because Kami Rita Sherpa climbed the Mount Everest for the 25th time. Thank you, and that's all for the day.